The 2016 season starts right where it left off with number 1 Alabama and number 2 Clemson leading the polls, but what we haven't experienced is a Week 1 that features a loaded Saturday, September 1, highlighted by the defending national champs opening against number 20 USC, 8 p.m. ET, ABC, Clemson traveling to Auburn, 9 p.m., ESPN, number 15 Houston trying to upend number 3 Oklahoma, 12 p.m. ET, ABC, and number 5 LSU taking on Wisconsin at Lambeau Field, 3:30 p.m. ET, ABC, followed by number 10 Notre Dame. Heading to Texas, 7:30 p.m. ET, ABC, for a Sunday showdown. Are you not entertained? As if those ranked matchups aren't enough, number 4 Florida State and number 11 Ole Miss cap the weekend with a Labor Day battle, 8 p.m. ET, ESPN, that will punctuate an unprecedented opening to the season that could shake up the playoff picture before the selection committee even begins to draw it up. This top 25? It's a starting point, an educated guess at this year's front-runners for the college football playoff. It's a holdover until the selection committee releases its first official ranking on November 1st. Take a closer look, though, and it offers some potential storylines that could make for fascinating debates within the selection committee meeting room. Could the ACC get 2 teams in the top 4? Sure. So could the SEC. The reason the CFP is set up the way it is without automatic qualifiers is so the selection committee has the freedom to select 2 teams from one conference. Nowhere does it say that a team must win its league title to earn a spot in a semifinal. Otherwise Notre Dame would be out of luck entirely. The tricky part is that a non-conference champion bears the burden of being unequivocally one of the 4 best teams in the country. What does that mean? Clearly one of the 4 best, CFP Executive Director Bill Hancock says. That team doesn't have to be a unanimous vote amongst the 12 committee members, but there has to be no doubt in the meeting room that the ACC's Atlantic Division runner-up either number 2 Clemson or number 4 Florida State is better than one of the other Power 5 conference champions and Notre Dame. If Clemson's only loss of the season is by 3 points to an undefeated FSU team in Tallahassee, there's no question that the Tigers would at least be considered for a semifinal. The same can be said for a one-loss FSU team that beats Ole Miss and Florida. If there's a one-loss Notre Dame team, number 10 in the AP's preseason rankings, in the mix, though, this scenario gets much murkier. Will a new team crash the playoff party? The top 4 teams in the AP poll Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, and Florida State have already been on this ride. Can somebody else get a turn? At number 5, LSU is the highest-ranked team that hasn't participated in the playoff yet. If LSU loses to Wisconsin in Week 1, the Tigers' margin for error shrinks drastically, but any team that has a shot to win its league, especially the SEC West champ, has a chance at the top 4. Remember, there is almost always a surprise team. Iowa wasn't ranked in last year's preseason poll, and the Hawkeyes were in the committee's top 4 heading into the Big Ten title game. This year, it could be number 9 Tennessee, number 13 TCU, or number 14 Washington that could make significant leaps. Will the Pac-12 get shut out again? At number 8, Stanford is the highest-ranked Pac-12 team in the poll, and it's a safe pick this time of year, as the Cardinal has won 3 of the past 4 league titles. The problem isn't Stanford, or UCLA, or USC. It's a grueling, 9-game league schedule, which is a major reason ESPN's FPI projects a 65% chance that the Pac-12 champ loses multiple games in conference play. Not only will the members of this league beat up on one another, the Pac-12 has 5 teams ranked this preseason, but also USC opens against Bama, and UCLA opens against Texas A&M. Strength of schedule? Check. Undefeated team? Good luck. What about Jim Harbaugh? College football's most polarizing personality and Twitter account were one of the top storylines of the summer, but look at the AP poll and gasp. Ohio State, number 6, is still ranked ahead of Michigan, number 7. Until proven otherwise, the Buckeyes remain the team to beat. ESPN's Football Power Index tells a different story, as it projects the Wolverines to win their first outright Big Ten title since 2003. In order to do that, Michigan has to win at Michigan State, at Iowa, and at Ohio State. It's unlikely that we'll know Michigan's true place in the playoff until late November.